Testing mic. Hear me?
Can you test again?
Testing mic. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? I can hear you. I'm just here.
Yes, I can hear you, Doctor.
All right. Thank you. Okay, while we wait for the other student to enter, please go to Villain. In Villain, you will see that in week 11, there are few feedback that I would like student to answer. First of all is that, first of all is exactly. And then you have to just show you. Right. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Okay. So you see in 11, okay? 11. Okay. Is that we have the survey, we have the attendance of past attendance. Just take that, take it because as for your student information, reason why I also took attendance into the form is that attendance is required. Actually, need to report to the regarding attendance of class. Is that weekly we need to report to the AT, the PDA with directly under class attendance. This is the other student class attendance. So that's why I take attendance. Other than that, those right. So we have two surveys. So please answer this both survey. The survey is on this Friday. Since yesterday, there were, let me see, Sulaiman Daud. Is Sulaiman in? Sulaiman Daud? Sulaiman, are you in? Sulaiman in. Anyway, one student, only one student that contacted me that he cannot attend tomorrow. Please, not sure why, since we had class, that is our slot last time. So anyway, I'm doing survey just to confirm that. Okay, and is that if you cannot attend, it just basically due to something else, means that exam for the exam. So you need to comment, reply in the feedback form. Okay, so please answer that. Okay. Now, then you have answer. So in the question is that if you answer due to the so you need to state what subject and true. Reason why I need to confirm is it true that you have answered? Okay. So other than that, you will if there's nobody answered no, then you will keep with the same statement. So anyway, towards the end of the class, we will confirm back the date. Okay. And regarding the there's another question on the rate of. I have basically gone through some of just roughly gone through your answer script. So the student answered the question. So with your so okay, so the what you need to read is that how do you think? I think by now you know how do you take it form of the term. It's basically based on how you study for the exam. So based on the rate yourself lah. I think by now normally student after exam they will discuss with other students. Hey, how do you answer this question one? How do you answer this question two? Okay, so you basically have an idea what marks we have. So please just take this one. I'm not giving you marks on this, just that I need to see how does the student perform under my section. Is it that lots of you say or more than half have answered? Okay, so you have 1 to 5, so rate yourself lah. It means that if you half, you answer half and then you give half. So you did 3, rate yourself 3. Or you did worse, you didn't answer. Okay, so just put 1 now. This is not to actually reduce to down marks. No, it's just for me to do analysis. Why is the reason to the answer? So I actually give you some option now. So let's do a one analysis. So normally in production company. Okay? So we will, if there is a problem with the product, okay, so we need to do one analysis. Well, if there is an error with the product, okay, it's not going to be spec. So why is the reason? So we need to list out everything. What is the reason? So this is what I can pick up. Okay, I didn't study the class note and what's recorded video. This one is should be have done that. But this is why. Okay, if you did study, then don't take. Okay, this is what is why you think you cannot answer. Second one is that I didn't do material. So is that you just rely on the class note and recorded video, but you didn't do a tutorial. The tutorial that was given. Okay, I uploaded to 1 to 3. Okay, 1 and 2 are basically that from them. For your information, I won't give the solution for tutorial unless students do their own solution and ask to contact me. Can I confirm that it's correct and so on? Okay. Reason why there was one few students that get me can I get the solution manual? Sorry, I do not give out solution manual. Reason why is that if I give out the full solution manual, then this answer solution will be passed down to the junior student. And end up, student won't actually study. They won't understand. They just study based on the past tutorial or exam. And if the question change a bit, student end up couldn't answer. Okay. So reason why I do not give up the solution, but student need to do it and show to me that they actually give some effort. Okay. I give you an example. Last time I was doing undergraduate class, long time ago. I think it was 20 years ago. Okay. Tutorial was given by lecturer. Lecturer never give out the answer. But let me just rephrase that. Okay. All tutorial, I actually try to get the solution by myself. Okay. If I cannot get the answer, then I will discuss with the student. Normally, my the first that I will discuss with was Chinese student. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not sure nowadays how is it. Unfortunately, Malay student cannot rely on them much. Okay, so I study on my own. I go to the library and do the exercise. Library is why I need to have a focused environment. Okay? I cannot focus at hostel and so on. So I need to have somewhere focused to do the exercises. So you can have your own focused environment. Okay, at home, try to find a place where you can focus. Okay? If you have lots of distraction, then you cannot focus. And so that one is why the reason you maybe one of the reason you didn't perform on the exam. Okay? Find a way to actually do the tutorial. And this one goes to the second and third one is also dependent on the class example as a semester. Okay? As mentioned, okay, I never mentioned that the question will be exactly 100% of the exercises and so on. Okay? I give you pathway question just for you to practice. Like there are lots of ways how you can practice. Okay, for senior system this semester, we have 3 sections. I'm in section 1, Dr. Pai is section 2, and section 3. Okay. I would say that each lecturer have their own tutorial. Tutorial exercises that we can discuss with among the other students. Okay? This is where you I think best way is student and university student need to realize this is a pep talk lah, basically a pep talk, is that give motivation how to study at home. Basically, student will not only rely on lecturers. We have lots of options. We have other lecture recording. You have other lecturers. Okay, so you can actually have multiple resources to actually study. So this add up to your student own effort. How to, and you can actually get past year exam or past year notes from the senior student. So this is how you, if you plan to perform, you need, if you want to perform, you need to plan. Okay, you need to plan out. You cannot just simply by luck I'm going to get an A. There's no way you're by luck you're going to get an A unless you copy the rights. So bear in mind, okay, this is how this student should think. Okay, number 4, other than watch any additional YouTube video that can enhance my study. Other than my video, the reason why I upload my video to YouTube is that when I upload to YouTube, actually there are recommendations to that. Or you can watch this topic on Synchronous, on Convolution Theorem, even for full videos. So try to search videos, additional videos from other lecturers. There are lots of video from the lecturers. So I give the example. Actually, I don't want to like too guided for student. Okay, this is student who are really put effort to do it, then they will perform. Okay, let's say that you see that my home page here, then we have the home video, my video that I upload, and I have playlist. The playlist here is that if you see, go to my playlist, you can see that sorry, this one playlist. Okay, Fourier series playlist. Okay, I think this one you can actually click out the playlist. Okay, so right. Example, for your example here, Fourier series part 1. This is from another lecturer. Okay, so try if this is the example that I actually put in the playlist, but you can put it in the playlist. Okay, find any video that explain in a way that you could understand. Sometimes maybe you cannot understand what I'm explaining on convolution theorem. Okay, different way of accepting explanation. So you might want to receive, you want somebody else to explain Chinese in Chinese version. So for the Chinese student, you can Google. I think lots of video on that. I'm sure how to type that in Chinese character in the search. So you might look for that. And for foreign student, you can lots of Arabic topics. So try to put effort if you cannot understand in what I'm explaining, because reason everybody teaches, right? Sure. Okay, maybe I'm talking too fast, so try to do that. Yeah, I didn't find what was really good, so this is very important, right? Especially when you're in student. Okay, so because reason why you cannot be people say learning jail. Lots of the time, was during my university, I was called learning major. Even now, working, I'm called learning major, but actually not learning major. I'm working with a lot of people. That just that I didn't actually rely on it as a group. Okay, reason why, if you rely on a group, example, a very simple thing. Okay? You're hungry. Okay, it's already lunch hour. Okay, but it's already 11. But you're hungry. But then because the normally used to eat together with your friends. Okay, so you ask your friend, you want to eat? No, not hungry. So you just pick yourself. Okay, I will wait until 1. Then what happens is that by 1 you are already guess you. Okay, if you do that, it's example of not being independent. Okay, you're hungry, go to the cafe and buy food. If you don't want to eat at the cafe, then okay. But for me, I will just be there. I don't care. I'm hungry, I eat. Okay. So don't think about other people. But in this case of learning, the study, even though you're independent, but you need to find somebody, you know that, oh, this person is very good. Yeah, I think I can work together with her. But in order for them to give you the solution, okay, for example, you need to actually give your own solution. Okay? It's like what I told you just now. You want me to confirm if the treatment is right. So I want to suggest a solution. Okay? Same thing with your colleague, okay? With your friends. Your friend wouldn't just pass to you, okay, somebody asked me, yeah, can I borrow your, can I see your answer for tutorial 1? Okay? And I will answer, have you did the tutorial? Okay, let's discuss together. Okay, let's discuss together. That's the keyword. Means that I'm not going to give you simply the answer if you don't put effort to answer. Okay, if you don't understand how to answer, then at least I don't think you are zero. You are zero. You don't know how to answer the tutorial. So at least situation get put down. We cannot try to ask why it's like this and so on. So to do tutorial, you need to understand what is to answer tutorial is that you need to answer the context itself. Chapter 1, chapter 2. If you understand fully the concept, then normally tutorial should be an issue. Even midterm or quiz shouldn't be an issue. Okay? The issue comes when you memorize example, memorize exercise, memorize the past solution. Then when in midterm, I give to you a different signal, like okay, you do not know how to answer it. Okay? Because simply you do not understand the concept. Okay? And part 1 is I did not summarize my own notes, so this one is also related to the study. That means that if we just rely on the notes, do not make your own summary, then basically, imagine I would understand in during open book exam, we have lots of notes on your text. And then you keep on flipping, you have your books, you have to keep on flipping the notes to look at, which example is it similar, okay? Example 1 ke example 2, midterm, which one passing midterm was similar with the question, is it similar with? So, end up, you didn't answer the question. You take the time to actually flip through the notes. Okay. So that's reason why students say they don't have time to complete that question. Okay. Some of the students, okay. Imagine if you are having face-to-face exam in the day 1, okay, in the hall, exam hall. Okay, you are not allowed to bring any notes. Okay, any notes, any books. It's rely on this one, your brain. How did you study for prior to the exam? So basically 100% based on what you study. Even based on that, you need to just directly vomit everything. You vomit everything that you have studied. Then you just direct focus on answering the question. So I would say student performance during high-school exam is much more better than online, because online is like student maybe don't understand the concept, but if they don't understand the concept, please, you can contact me directly through email or Telegram personally. Direct. If you don't know method, for example, convolution sum, you have the method 1, method 2. I don't understand method 2. So you can always ask help, okay, from your friend. Okay, go to the YouTube channel first. Try to find some example that is similar. Okay. Okay, number 4. I actually this one is I just put there. Okay. I hope nobody did that, okay? But this is just to say that lecturer knows that if you cannot answer questions sometimes, is that you actually plan to cheat by discussing from friend from earlier. Okay? You plan to do a group to compile every question. We know that there's lots of question sets. There's more than 10 question sets. So you don't have time to filter all the sets. And then after that, you need to find out the solution and so on. Okay? You don't have time to do that filtering. Right? Your time is given to answer, not to filter or discuss with your friends. So hopefully by now, it is already 3 semester online exam. You already know that no way you're going to cheat in the exam, online exam. Okay? And the fourth one is that, okay, maybe none of the above relate to you because you can answer, then just keep that. Okay? So the next question is that could you finish with the exam? You were given 1 hour and 45 minutes. Okay? 1 hour 45 minutes. But then just take, if you have, yes, we have extra time. No, I couldn't finish. Okay? And if you think that this above reason is not what reason why you couldn't answer, then you can type your own answer. Sure, maybe there are some other answer, but you cannot say that, oh, the question is not too tough. Sorry, the question is not tough. The question just take longer time to execute. Longer time means that the time is given is ample. Question 1 should be 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes only. You can answer that. Okay. So, understood? So this one is the first one. Okay. So let's look at the survey. Everybody done the survey? Let's look at 21 subject. I want 50 students. 50, okay, we have 42 students in here. So 42 students should answer quiz 1 and 42 students should answer also for the feedback. Okay, let's do it now. I'm waiting for 42 students. If you don't complete it, then I'm not going to proceed forward. Okay, please answer right now. I'm waiting. Okay, have you seen? I'm not sure if you are familiar, if you are used to join Facebook. I'm not sure. Now this student don't join Facebook, you join with the Instagram and so on. There was some poster shared on online class is similar like watching Dora the Explorer. You know Dora the Explorer? Your kids or your kids, your siblings, your brother, little brother is watching the Dora the Explorer, right? So easy that when she asked question, okay, why do you think that why can you prove that the earth is flat? Example. Okay, that is silent. Silence. The next, she will answer what? Okay, she will give her own answer. She will answer the question given by herself. Okay, this is how lecturer feel during online class. All right, so right now, I hope that everybody is listening, not sleeping. Okay. Okay. Participant 44. So we have we have 6 more students. Okay, on the quiz. And moderate your performance. I think one only. It's very easy. Just tick, tick, tick. You think what you didn't, why you didn't perform, then just tick that. Okay. no much thinking because I give you option. Okay, let me see. Where's the Sulaiman? How come to my class topic? Sulaiman. Okay, that means okay, attendance 38. What's the rest? Where's Sulaiman? Sulaiman out, not in? Where's Sulaiman? This is problem. Okay, if he's not in, then please maybe we will write it. Okay. Because quiz is not today, it's tomorrow. Right? Today, but when come to class, then fortunate for him. 38 saja. How about the rest? Student in the WebEx is 44 students. Who didn't who cannot access ULEN? Can you write that in chat? If those are inside here in the participant list in WebEx, I think you can look at yourself in the participant list and see who's inside the WebEx right now. Okay, so if I can support 4, but the answer is 38. Okay, please. So 6 more students. Come on lah, come on, let's skip. Cannot help you if you don't help yourself. Midterm performance 32 saja. Yes? Register? Anyone speak? Okay, so for the quiz, I think that one we can decide. Okay, for the midterm performance, let's see, because we have already 35 response. Okay, let's look at the read yourself. So we have question 1. Okay, so more than half actually can answer lah. Okay, 13 students, grade 3, 11 students grade 4, and 2 students grade 5. Okay. And for your information, this looks like a normal graph lah. Normal graph means that we expect that those who get an A is like this lah. A is about 5 out of 57 students. It's normal, okay? And then we get a grade of D. This roughly like this. Okay, fail or fail. get 1 or 2, fail. Okay, so don't put yourself at this point for the final exam for subject later on. But this one is as an indicator, it's like a reflection to yourself. Because who else is going to do reflection if you're not your lecturer? Okay. So, and then 5 rate 2, 5 rate, I cannot answer. Question 2. One student say he can answer well. 6 students say 4. 13 students say that they can answer rate 3. 6 students rated 2. Oh, 10 students rated 1. Okay. The question is convolution. It has been discussed in class. Okay. I'm really disappointed actually, because we have discussed in class, and then we have, of course, the question is the same, signal is not the same, but it's direct. Find the convolution. Okay, what do you think? You cannot answer written exam. Okay. Three students answer, I didn't study. Why? Why you didn't study? Astaghfirullahaladzim. Okay, please do not do this for your final exam. Don't repeat this mistake. I didn't do tutorial. 7 students. 3 students say they didn't watch the video and notes. Okay. Well, if you don't watch, then what do you expect? You will expect that you fail. Alright? Don't expect that you're going to get an A. Okay? Expect fail. So, if you have time, then drop the subject for those who answer this. 3. Drop, please. If you don't take the time to study notes and recording, then just drop the subject. Yeah? You cannot actually carry this subject. Chapter 3, 4, 5 is much more difficult than chapter 1 and 2. Okay. Self-study tutorial. Okay. 7 students didn't do that. 24 students. This one I expected already. Too dependent on the class example and exercise passing question. I already told you. Those exercises for practices. Okay. Do not rely on it. Understand the question. Understand what was questioned in question. You didn't watch additional video. It's too bad for students nowadays. We are living in the IR 4.0. You have access to YouTube. You know, last time I was doing undergraduate 20 years ago, we don't even have this smartphone. Nokia 3310, the small one, baling anjing, baling somebody ko mati, orang kan. It's very like tough. That Nokia 3310, very small but very tough. I only have that handphone during the second year. It was very expensive, 1,000 ringgit. Okay, and you can even watch YouTube. You can only call and message. Okay, so just put yourself in that situation and today's situation. Today's video, you can actually access so many resources online, video online, YouTube video online. People upload their video to help explain certain things. If you don't take the chance to do that, to actually watch the video, then you are really in a very bad situation. Okay, don't watch video, watch people do mukbang lah siapa makan banyak-banyak tu kan, Azab Osman ke apa ke whatever lah kan. You look at people eating mukbang, you will become like them. Is that you will become unhealthy eating processed food. Okay, don't be that. During this pandemic, you need to take care of your health. Better watch something much more productive. Okay? I didn't do my own study group. Okay, so this is not only for my subject, for other subjects. You need to have your own study group. Online, like what we have right now. I'm giving you an online explanation. Why not you do an online group discussion with your friend? You might be a bit shy to open your camera. But with your friend, I think you can open your camera, right? You can use Google Meet. Google Meet is pretty easy. All of you have Google account. So try using Google Meet to discuss. Try to have some initiative. You know, right now you cannot answer, then do it some initiative to do that. Okay. Number 4, didn't summarize. How can I say if you don't do that? The first one, then because this 7-1, you can this you can actually didn't do. Luckily, nobody said that you are planning to cheat. Okay, none of the above. Oh, okay, that's good. So, 5 students actually did all of the above. So very good. I expect that these 5 students can get full marks for midterm and can actually score A for the subject. So I think that's a very good job for those students. So let's see, can you finish the final exam in 1.5 hours? So now students say that, oh, they have extra time. So very good. This extra time is actually, if you did study and do the above things, you have extra time. Okay? And 27 students say they don't have complete. Okay? Well, you have given extra time. The original time was 1.5 hours, then you're given 1 hour, 45 minutes. So that's the reason. That's one of the. I cannot say that the question is difficult. No, the question is not difficult. It's just that it requires you to have lots more steps to calculate. So if you don't have the reason above, then this I was to focus at question 1 until 3. Oh, that's very bad. Okay, you should do a timing. I suggested for this student to answer this. Time yourself. You have 1.5 hours. Take 2 questions. You should be able to. You can actually go to and see what is question 2, then download it. So you can see, oh, okay, the question. I would say 30 minutes on question 1, 1 hour for question 2. So time yourself, even for final exam. You have 3 hours for final exam, and then you need to answer 4 questions. So if you divide it, how many minutes do you need to focus? Okay. How many minutes? Can somebody do calculation? How many minutes? You can answer in the comment. How many minutes do you think you will need to take for each question in final exam? In the chat or unmute your mic? Guys. Guys. Oh. Okay, Tia Z, okay, thank you for the answer. 45 minutes, yes, correct. 45 minutes roughly. You really can able to answer question 1 30 minutes. Okay, so you have extra time for the other question. Okay, so time yourself. You have your handphone. Handphone have alarm clock. So time yourself. Put the alarm clock every 45 minutes to actually read. Okay, so that is an indicator that you need to go to the next question. Okay. Second, third, I have careless mistake on number. Okay, so please next time don't tell us. Okay, the time is just nice to finish. Okay, thank you. So just nice. On question 1, I did mistake and tried to be the solution. So they both time. Alright. So my suggestion for this type of question, okay, maybe you did a mistake on the number, just the calculation, or you find out, oh, okay, I actually calculate wrong. Okay, my suggestion is that do not focus on question 1. Okay, question 1 you already have the steps that you did. Just that maybe the numbering or when you press on the calculator, you press it wrongly. Okay, but you have actually answered that. Okay, so my suggestion is that go to the next question 2 first. If you have time, then go back to question 1 to recalculate. Reason why, the step that you did for question 1 is still given marks if it's the correct steps. Okay, the correct lecturer will give mark based on the correct steps procedure. If you key in wrongly in a calculator, then we will deduct smaller marks lah. Not half marks lah, but maybe deduct a few marks. Okay, so at least the procedure or the step is correct, then should be okay. Okay, so don't take too much time to make it perfect, because midterm exam or final exam, if you want to make it perfect, then you cannot complete all the questions. This one take as an experience from last semester. This is last semester, the Ajita teach system for BKG. 30 students failed the subject. Okay, 30 students failed the subject. Reason why, in the final exam, the student to focus on question 2, which is on the convolution. Okay, they answer question 1, they answer question 2, they focus that one until start. I'm not sure why the reason they start there, question 2. And question 3 and 4, they didn't answer. Most of the students, 80% of the students didn't answer question 3 and 4. So basically it's 0. Okay, so that's why lots of students fail. 30 students fail the subject. So do not repeat the same mistake. Okay, I'm not talking about only my subject, but other subject. Do not make the mistake of not having time to answer other question, because maybe the other question is easier. Question 3 and 4 is much more easier than question 2. So my suggestion is that when you enter the exam hall online, exam, okay, download all the questions first. Download question 1, 2, 3, 4. You have only one, so the question set is the same. Okay, download all the question, save it, and then look at question 1, 2, 3. Do some analyze first. Okay, analyze. Oh, question 1 is like this. Question 2 is like this. Question 3 is like this. Question 4 is like this. So based on that, identify first. I think question 3 is much more easy. I want to do question 3 first. Okay, then rate the question now. So I think this one is question 2 a bit tough. I need to think on how to answer it. So I'm going to do different questions first. So up to you. You might want to do it according to sequence. Question 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but depends. This is where you need to have a strategy how to answer. Okay, next, I need to focus on past year exam. I feel so much and how application that. So do not be to focus on the past year. Okay, if possible, summarize. I give it tip. In my notes, in my slides, we have lots of objectives. For example, chapter 2, convolution, which is something to do. We have lots of exercises, 1, 2, 3, and so on, until exercise 8, example. And then we have example 1 to 5. So we have example 1 to 5, exercise 1 to 5. Okay, so this is all in my slides and even in the YouTube. So do your own notes. How to do your own notes? Categorize. For example, you know that convolution sum is for example 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you need to actually staple everything. Okay, this one is convolution sum exercise. So when you see a question that is convolution sum, require you to do convolution sum. Why? Because it's different time signal. So you just take the notes that you summarize. Okay, you can just pick through your notes, or is it same with the question? Okay, which one is almost the same method? I'm not saying that it's the same, but almost the same. So this is where you can actually quickly identify how to answer, because it's open book, and so you might as well know how to study and how to strategize during considering final exam. Okay, so it's important, really important to summarize. If you don't summarize in the exam, you imagine final exam, you have 5 chapters. You didn't summarize any of the topic. So you're going to go to flip through all of the slides and then go through the video online. You don't have time to answer during the exam. Your time is spent to go through each example. This is why when students plagiarize in exam hall, okay, doing physical exam past time, when they go out to the tandas, okay, to the toilet, to look at their handphone, okay, don't tell me that some of you didn't do that, okay, some of you did that, okay, and you are caught, right? So when you do that, you are going to flip which one is the same with the question. Sorry to say, it's not going to be same with the question in the exam hall, right? So actually online exam should be something is an advantage to student right now, right? Because we can flip through the notes, flip through YouTube and so on, right? When it comes to exams, I'm really nervous. Okay, this one, I'm not sure why you're nervous. Maybe before starting, you can reset to do lah. Okay. Just drink a coffee, baca doa semua, minta ask from your parents to pray for your success and so on. Okay. Exercise apa possible time for exam will be helpful for you. Of course, I cannot give you example similar to final exam question. Okay. Reason why, all the questions are being vetted by moderator, internal and external moderator. Internal moderator is by lecturer, other lecturer that are teaching, and external monitor is a professor from other university. Okay, they're going to vet the question. The question shouldn't be similar to the example in textbook, in classes, or in exercise. It shouldn't be the same. If it's the same, the moderator will comment. Question is easy, similar to example and tutorial, or similar to textbook. They even will cite which textbook. Okay, so the lecturer, for my case, is that I'm the coordinator for this subject. So we need to redo again another set of questions. Okay, because this one will actually affect to the accreditation for your program, BEKM program. Okay, means that this is one loop of a CQI, continuous quality improvement. Without that CQI, your program might not be accredited. What is the consequences if your program is not accredited later on? Okay, because of the lecturer giving easy question. Okay, the effect is that the program will not be accredited, and once you work later on as graduated, you want to work as engineer, you want to register under BEM. Okay, Board of Engineering Malaysia. Okay, reason why every engineer needs to register under BEM is that they are verified to work as an engineer. So if the program is not accredited, then student cannot register as under BEM. Or even student, you cannot work as a lecturer later on because the program is not accredited. Okay? So the consequences is later on, after you graduate. And for those who plan to apply for IR, okay, IR, the professional engineer, you saw some of the lecturer, they have IR in front of the name, IR and so on. Okay, this lecturer actually after 3 or 5 years of working experience, before after they graduate, they register under BEM. BEM is that BEM say, okay, you can register BEM, all if accredited and so on. So after 5 years of working, you need to submit and go for you to prove that they have the report, everything that you do on the project and so on, reporting and interview, exam and interview. Okay, so pass that interview, only they can get IR. This IR is important. Reason why? All the buildings, high-rise building, this is monitored by IR. Without that IR, if the building collapse, if flyover that was built collapse, people will look to the engineer who actually designed the building flyover. Why it collapsed? Where's the safety? Why it wasn't calculated correctly during pre-planning? Okay. insert the material, use the calculation, the force, the whatever the calculation. Okay, so the impact is later on for safety. Okay, so to this single term is impossible, but it's, I cannot give you a signal that is 100% safe. Okay, might as well I give you a tip. Hey, this one is coming out in exam. Go and study. Okay, I have no motivation to study. I do not want to fix this thinking and just hope that, okay, if you don't have motivation to study, this student, I'm not sure who, come and contact me personally through Telegram. I know why you don't have the motivation to study. Is it because of the online classes, or is it because of I don't know, I'm not sure. Is it because of how the delivery of the lecturer, or is it because of the commitment right now? Your family is affected and so on. Okay, so do reach out to me. Okay, let's see. Okay, no student good anymore. Okay, thank you for those 41 students who answered the question. Sorry, today memang today is really I want to actually summarize what happened because when I look at the a bit disappointed because we should be able to answer the question. Okay, but anyway, don't think much. Okay, we have assignment 1. We have assignment 2, and we have 3 quizzes. Okay, let's just take it this way. I know that during this pandemic, not only students are affected, okay, for online, lecturer also affected online. Actually, doing online is very tough. Need to sit in front of the computer, sitting almost like 2 hours, and like for today, even for today, I do not try to actually teach any topic, but more on discussion. Forum. I want to get to know what is the problem with student, so that I do not want students to fail the subject. Okay, I want to help them, but you need to tell me what I can help. Okay, so what's I actually yesterday my computer was something problem, so I actually slept at 1, and then this morning I wake up at 5:30 to just prepare for today class, even not much, just quiz survey and so on. But 5:30 lah, up until now I didn't sleep. Okay, so this is how pandemic effect. So to prepare everything online, student also need to attend the class almost daily, full pack. Okay, so have a schedule. You remember that when you are in high school, okay, you were given a schedule. Okay, you are a class from 8 to 5, example lah. So your schedule subject. Then you have your own, or you are a high school or in asrama lah dulu. Asrama, center, sekolah praktik. So you have your prep time, okay, prep time, biadah time and so on. So you should have that also. You should have that in your schedule. Okay, you need to have when you need to have a self-study, when you need to have a biadah. So because we in this environment right now, stress, I'm also stressed for online class, online meeting for my case is because I'm actually holding a post admins, okay, in Malam Merah. So I have meeting like back to back sometimes. Sometimes the meeting is 9 to 12, and then continue 9 to 12 or 9 to 1, and then at 2 p.m. I have another meeting 2 to 5 daily. Okay, so when do I need to focus on preparing for classes? Sometimes that one is where I need to prepare it at night. I need to prepare it early in the morning when I have the time. And that is not only in terms of teaching. I have research to do. I have a paper to write. I have student FID project or IDP project to monitor. So they have need my attention also. So these are some things that we need to keep each other not comfort lah, maknanya contact, communicate with each other. I have problem with class, maybe class cannot do the class during this period because I will inform you. So you can also update it to the lecture, but do not lie lah. Do not say that you have something else why reason cannot come to the quiz. Please we have 3 more quiz. So do not lie. Be truthful. Okay. Okay. So attendance done. Okay. So what I plan to discuss today is that on the okay, we already at 9. So what I plan to discuss today is if you look at e-learn, okay, the learning outcome for today is to discuss the solution for midterm exam. Okay. After this, okay, we will have a break, roughly about 10-minute break. I'm going to give 10-minute break since 5 minutes is too short. Okay, so be prepared lah. Be prepared bukannya keluar somewhere quick out of the bags. Be prepared. Okay, be prepared by, I'm going to call out students. Okay, can you see this one? I'm going to go on the wheel. Okay, and I'm going to take out student. Okay, and then I'm going to ask student, this one is that one. Okay, I'm going to ask the student to share their screen. Okay, share the screen and explain their solution. Let us discuss. Is it correct or not? Okay, don't worry on the solution if it's wrong. Okay, but I want to see why is the reason is wrong. Or I would prefer some volunteer. Okay, volunteer. Okay, to show their solution. Okay, let's discuss. Okay, especially those students who say that they can answer, they rated 4 on 5. So can we do that? Okay, I give you 10 minutes break. We come back at 9:10. So we discuss that. And later, I'm going to update a bit. So update on the assignment 1. Okay, just for assignment 1, I haven't updated yet since I just from another lecturer yesterday. So I'm going to upload it manually by today with the assignment. And the assignment is a few sets lah, sets of questions. More than one now. But take into account that okay, this assignment is like say that it's a 3 marks lah. Okay, because we have time to actually discuss with our friends and so on. So I'm going to give you 2 weeks to actually submit. Okay, individual. Okay, we cannot do a group assignment since it's online, so it's impossible to do a group assignment. But for assignment 1 is that it's we are going the lecture we decided that we are going to give it easier version compared to previous years. Previous years is that assignment 1 is using MATLAB. Okay, but this year around we don't give any lab assignment. We're going to give you some just calculations so that this one is a practice for you later on. Which places discuss that we can actually do. Because the reason why now we are at week 11, we have 3 more weeks. 11, we have 3 more weeks, 12, 13, 14. And I think I need to have some extra class reason for to discuss with you guys on tutorials. Means that for the day is on chapter 1, chapter 2. Okay, discussion. Okay, later we are going to do some more additional tutorial on 3 to be focused on that. Okay, I think that's also 10 minutes break. We are at 9 right now, so 10-minute break. We come back at 9:10. Okay, thank you. By the way, those who just came in, because I see that 46 and Sulaiman is in also. So please make sure that go to ULearn and do the survey. There's two surveys, survey on the quiz date and survey on the midterm performance. So do that if you haven't done that, or any student have not done that. All right, thank you. Mhm. Yeah, I have a cat. This one
Oh,
is
it's so
always
cute out
disturbing.
there. It's so
Thank
cute.
his name is Tiger, and he's always disturbing. Okay. All right. Just to show me that I have sometimes a cat sitting next to my computer. Yeah, I think maybe some of you guys have also a pet. All right. So, ready? Ready? Okay. Let me share. Okay. I will read off. Okay. Let's look who's the lucky person. Don't worry. Thank Zoom Moon. Okay. So let me first discuss for question one. Okay. Question one, and question two, we pick another student. Question one, I want you to explain like how to explain how I explain to you the understand. You can share your screen.
Wait.
Question one, thank.
Uh, I'm searching for question.
Okay, all right.
Doctor? I
Yes.
already deleted the question. Can you share
You
the
delete the
question?
question. You delete your question.
Yes, I did.
Oh, the question you mean?
Yeah. I need the
Okay,
question.
question, because we have more than 10 sets, so I'm not sure which set did you receive.
Oh,
So, okay, no problem. You have the answer, solution?
I have.
The solution? Okay, you share your solution.
Okay.
I will find out what set did you get. Okay.
Oh. Let's see. I need to share this screen. I cannot share.
You can share.
I cannot share the
You
content.
using you use You use online, Webex online.
I use the
Oh,
application.
the app, but you cannot share the content.
Yeah. I cannot click on the share, it will start.
I invite you to make presenter. Try again.
Yeah. Now I can.
Try again. Yeah.
Wait. Google Chrome. Wait.
I want to see the equation that you get. The question 1A. Okay. Let me just look at which one do you get?
Yes.
UN
This one.
minus, okay, my UN minus 4 plus n minus 6. Okay. I'm not sure you said, but okay. We can start to explain. Okay, let's see if the answer is correct.
I don't have the question and it's hard for
Okay,
me
the question is yang question 1A tu, signal Sn is given by what we read there. Okay, so plot the transformation signal of Xn as expressed in question 1 and 2. Okay, so you have the first question to signal Xn, so you need to plot signal Xn first.
Okay.
So you just explain how you do the plotting this Xn plotting.
Oh. Yeah, this. Oh, it's hard for me. I already forgot the question. Can doctor send me an example question? I can talk a little bit
Wait.
in
I look
detail.
at the
Just share me an example. I just show this.
I find the question set up and my response. Four. I stop the video first. I share first the question, and then you screenshot
Okay.
it. Sorry, I off your video.
Never mind.
Can you just pass to me again? I cannot click as a presenter. Can you click on my name? Then click the three dot.
Okay.
Make me as presenter.
Okay. Wait. Make presenter. Yes.
This morning the WebEx become a bit silent.
I already share.
Alright. Share. Alright, this was
Oh.
the screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah, screenshot.
Wait. I already screenshot already.
Okay. Right, I'm going to stop sharing. So, pass to time.
Pass me the.
Alright.
Okay, thank you.
compare to the other students, the question actually same, just that the signal is different, the equation is. So if you
Okay.
look at how Tang is
First, I rearrange the what we call the function. If it is -4, then I arrange it all the things which are -4 together, and with all the -7 one, I just put it inside -7. I rearrange the solution, and then I just plot the time. I plot the answer on add the function of against the time,
Okay.
and then according to the time, I just plot the dot graph like this.
Okay.
Because this
So
is
okay.
B.
Let
This
me
is
just
A.
look at your this one is A. Let me just look at your answer. So basically the first part A tu yang first n un minus n minus 4 tu actually means that I see that you're plotting the first part is linear going up, so that one is correct, and then you are shifting it from 0 to 3. Okay, that's correct. Second part is that you have plus n minus 7 un minus 4 minus n minus 7 un minus 7, so means that the second signal there is shifted by 4, and then you minus it by 8. So I see that correct. Then you have the RAM, negative RAM. So yeah, I agree. This one is correct. Okay, so good. So let's go to the part the transformation of xn expressed in number 1 given by y.
Okay, the first transformation is y equals to x bracket -1 minus half t. Then I just do the time shifting first,
Okay.
which is -1, and then all the first wait wait time shift. Wait, the question I get is that.
Can you then can you, if your screen is large, can you actually pull it left right? Your PDF is on the left. Just now the screenshot the question is on the right, so that the other student can look at the question also.
Wait. Left, right. Let me see. Like this. Oh,
Yeah, you tarik
okay.
the PDF to the left. The one that you screenshot gambar tadi kan. If you cannot open it, then just put it in the pointer, put it there, and then you put it to the right side. Okay.
Oh, I get the different expression maybe. I just do the shifting first. I just do the shifting first. Because I shift by 2, and all the signals are just forward by 2. Oh, this one.
Yours is shifted by 2, n minus 2 or n minus plus 2?
N minus 2. Then I have to shift in front.
N minus 2 is shift to the right side.
To shift to the front, yeah. See, this is 1, and here is 1.
It's the time delay, right? N minus 2.
Isn't that time just shift in front if negative?
It's shifted. If shifting, then we have two
Time shifting, right? Time shifting is just forward, right? If negative.
That one, if forward is time once.
Alright. Time as 1 is negative, right? If I'm not wrong.
Wait, I cannot actually find the person that they have M-3 because all of the two things. I'm not sure. Let's see. This one is your take. Do you have any scaling in question A1?
Yes.
Scaling.
Yes. In bottom, I just the scaling. The scaling is 1/3. Then all the bottom one has to times by 3. The bottom number has to times by 3. And this is how we do time shifting for the time scaling.
I think
Yeah.
maybe
Time
I'm not sure
scaling,
because I can see the question right now. You take out the negative in the question. The question is that you have 1 month. Okay. What's the question just now? Can you show the
and
question?
then here is the negative one.
Can you show the question? The one that you screenshot?
What I'm screenshot is not the same as the
Okay, there actually is the same. Okay, I think what you did was you take out the scaling factor.
yeah, I take out the scaling
I
factor.
think you take out the scaling factor. Let me just show you the question. Because maybe your answer is correct, just that you take out the scaling factor. Can you just share to me the screen so that I will share the screen?
Oh, okay. Yes, I make you the presenter, you said.
Okay.
Make presenter. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Let me see. The question just now is correct.
Oh.
Question is correct. This one, kan? The signal that you get is this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what I see how you do the answer is correct also. Just that you see that this one X, you take out the scaling factor to the left side. Means that just take my friend. This one, if you see here, what you did was this one, you actually write here 1 X. You actually write it's like you rearrange it like this. So what you did was actually you put it minus 2. Correct. Is it this one? Anyway, it's okay. Don't worry. Okay, don't panic anyway. Okay, look, should be the question is correct. If you look at the set of questions that I gave to students, okay, let me just share. Okay, thank you, Tanya. I think the one that you did on the find the trace function is correct. Trace function is correct. Okay, and then if all of the students get basically almost the same equation, just that I change value. Okay, you might get this sample. Some student might get this sample, different value. Okay, some student might get a different sets of questions. Okay, like this. Okay, just that the value. Okay, the sets of question is different in terms of, okay, I changed some of the value here, okay, given the n value, and also the value
Doctor,
for
the
this
last one is
second.
same as mine. The last one.
This one?
This second part is same as mine. Yeah, this is what I get. The
This one.
hey, the -2 and negative half over 3. This
Oh,
one
okay,
is
you
mine.
get this one, eh?
Yeah, this is what I get. So I do
Correct.
the shifting first, and then I do the scaling, then I do the invert.
It should be when student answer, you arrange first lah, kan? So yn
Yeah,
x. Sorry, this one is not here. N.
and
Already in the question you get n. You already did
yeah,
calculation. So x n, okay, x minus 1/3 and minus 2. Okay.
yeah,
So you have here the shifting factor. So y
yeah.
n minus 2, and then you have the scaling factor. Just that the question just now. Okay, if n minus 2 is shifting to the right side of the data, n plus
Okay.
1 is shifting to the left. Okay,
Oh,
n minus 2 is shifting here. N plus 1, so n plus 2 is shifting to the left side. Okay,
oh.
so make sure that don't get confused with that. N minus 2 is the time delay is to the right side. N plus 1 is the advance. Okay, so maybe if
Okay.
you answer wrongly, but don't maybe deduct marks lah, right? But if we did answer this correctly, then we have. Okay. Okay, on the odd component, can you show to me your odd component? Your discussion.
Okay.
Let's see if you did. Okay, it doesn't mean that if you answer question 1, one A, one wrong answer, you won't get marks, right? You still can get marks for the steps,
Okay.
So don't worry, okay? Don't say, oh man, you didn't answer that correctly. No, you still have marks for the steps, okay? So as long
Okay,
as you have the steps.
I do the odd
Okay,
by minus. I get the signal, then I just the first signal minus the inverted signal, then I divide by 2. I just
okay.
draw this, and then what I get is this one.
This is odd signal,
Odd signal.
Okay, easy way how to check if it's if you get answer. This is for all students. If you get the question is that, okay, find the odd signal of the equation x. So what you need to do is that odd signal is how? Odd signal is something that when you flip the paper, you flip it, you fold it into two, the odd signal won't overlap. Okay? They overlap underneath here. So is it correct? You're overlapping there, odd signal? Should be the value here. What I see is that you have the value at 1 and minus 1 is at 8 and minus 8. Okay, correct. You have at 2 and minus 2, you have 5 and minus 5. Okay, correct. At 6 and 6 minus 6, you have 11. So almost this one, it looks like odd signal lah for me. So roughly it should be correct lah. Okay, so for even signal, that means that it's if you flip it, it will overlap 100%. So that one, what it means by even signal. So you can directly, when you do calculation, if it asks you to find odd signal, but you get an even signal, then it's wrong lah. So for here directly, I can see almost means that your procedure, your steps is correct. Most of it. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So okay. So for the rest of students, even though you get different sets, but it's almost similar because all students get the signal. Which is in discrete time. The one that 10 is showing is a discrete time. If you answer it in continuous time, then it's wrong. Okay. How do you know that it's a discrete time? Because it have the n value, n in the bracket 10. That's why, remember when I did the revision for the exam, I mentioned that please make sure that identify if it's a continuous time signal or a discrete time signal. That one is the most important basic thing in this step. If you get it wrong, then unfortunately, it will be going to be 0. But I will look at how you do the solution. Okay, if you have the shifting, have some of the shifting, then I will give marks also. Okay, but it won't be a full mark. Okay, because it's directly from the original part. It's wrong plotting. You should have plot a discrete time, but you plot a continuous time. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay,
Can you
thanks.
just unshare? So I'm going to call one more person because we have only 30 minutes. One more person to discuss on question 2. Muhammad Hassan, Dafala. Are you here? Okay, you are here. Okay, not okay. Sequence Muhammad Hassan. Not here. Hassan. Hassan. Muhammad Hassan. Oh yeah, he's here. I see you are here. Okay, Muhammad Hassan, can you share your screen? Can you speak? I'm sure he's from a mobile phone. Can you write in the chat? Are you available to share your screen? If not, we will call another student. Can you just please respond, Hassan? Oh, do we have any volunteer? Can we have a volunteer for question 2? Any volunteer? Please just unmute your mic. Okay, I need student that can unmute your mic because we need to explain. Okay. And you need to share your screen. Okay, Hassan, yeah, you're hi. So, are you going to share your screen, Hassan? Hassan?
Hello, doctor. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Are you able?
Yeah,
Are you
sorry.
able to share your screen?
Yeah, sorry, doctor. I just have a problem a little bit in my laptop. Actually,
Okay.
yesterday it's fall, so I cannot, like, my screen is broken, so I cannot use my laptop. That's why, like, I'm using my phone.
It's broken. So you cannot share lah. So I call another person,
I'm sorry, doctor.
This is Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Muhammad Haidil. Muhammad Haidil. Are you here?
Yes, doktor.
Haidil? Ya, Haidil boleh share screen.
I'm using phone actually.
Tak boleh share screen.
Uh,
Tak boleh share screen.
I'm
Boleh share
not
screen.
sure actually.
I'm also not sure. Boleh share screen tak? Haidil Haidil, you share screen.
Yes.
Tak apalah. Kalau tak boleh, tak apa. I cari orang lain. Ataupun yang paling senang, volunteer lah. Volunteer. I need a volunteer. I'm not going to explain the solution. So I need effort from student. So if student can volunteer, it's much more better. Okay, the one that come out here is Lo Yi Yin. Lo Yi Yin. Lo?
Yes, doctor.
Are you here? Can you share your screen?
But I didn't finish my question 2 in the midterm.
Okay, you didn't finish
Yeah. Although the questions 1.
Alright, okay, tak apa. Anyone finish question 2? I saw that 6 students can answer question 2. Let me just call their name lah put. Let's see who actually say that they can answer question 2. Wow, question 2. Okay. Okay, there are like lots of students juga yang who say that they can do the question 2. Pun Chen Wei. Pun Chen Wei, are you here? You are using handphone juga ya? Can you try to share your screen? Is it possible? I'm not sure if using laptop can share or not. Quinn, can you hear me?
Yes, doctor.
Okay. Are you able to share your screen?
I'm able to share my screen because I use phone to attend the class. Because just now the laptop got some problem with the WebEx.
Okay. All right. Okay. Next student in list, Lee Jiajin. Lee Jiajin. Since memang ada admins dia
Hello.
actually we okay, Lee ada. Lee, are you here?
Yes.
Lee, can you share your screen, Lee?
Yeah.
Okay, I make you presenter. Question 2. Okay. I mute your mic. It's not on. Okay, Hassan. Hassan ada in the chat. He say that it's okay if you want to share in your next lecture. Yeah, you can share that. Okay, so remind me. Right. Thank you, Hassan. Right. Lee, do you have the question? If you have the question, then just open it next side by in your screen, so that the other student can see your question. Students.
Yeah.
Okay. Take your time. Okay, what's your question? Right, okay. Good. Right, let's look at your answer. Question 2, okay. So can you explain a bit the question and then how you answer it?
The question is to find for the A is using the convolution integral.
Okay, correct.
Yeah.
Convolution
Yeah.
integral.
Using the convolution integral to find the yt over zt
Okay.
is the h1t times with the h2t.
All right,
So I'm
correct.
using the convolution theorem.
All right, correct. Right. So if student, I just explain. If student able, okay, the question is not direct. Okay, you see the question using convolution, determine SPH the impulse response function yt over zt. So in class, okay, in chapter 2, I brought the can you let me annotate Lee so that I don't need to show the
Yeah,
screen?
okay.
Alright, so I'm going to draw. Okay, if you see here, this one. Okay. So the question is, right, find yt over zt. So if you have yt over zt, yt right, yt over zt means that I cannot write. Lee, can you just share me your screen first for one? Pass me the screen. Right click on the three dot at my face there, and then pass me the make presenter.
Presenter. Oh,
At my face there,
yeah.
make presenter.
I could not press anything. Okay.
Okay, right. Let me just share a quick one so that student understood what was about there. Example. Okay, here. So, okay, the question is find yt over zt. So, yt. Okay, you look at this one. Imagine that this one is a full block. So you have output over yt. So if you write out the equation yt is h1 combined with h2 times z, right? So y over z is h1 h2. And the question is that using convolution, so that's why actually it asks you to do a convolution of h1 times h2. Okay, so that's the question. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. Pass to Lily. Lily. Right, so let's look at your answer. So can you explain which signal that you fix, which signal that you shift?
The signal I shift is the H2.
Okay, reason why?
I think it's more simple lah.
All right, correct. Okay, and then let's look at your how you find out the value for each convolution. Okay, and the next step is for, okay, what is the value that t doesn't overlap?
Doesn't overlap is less than -2.
Less than -2. Okay. So you did the convolution using convolution integral, right? So you are going to integrate everything. Okay, so you have from -2 up until how many integration that you get at t until t value? All right.
T
Okay.
equal to 6.
You do 6, so you have all the steps. I see you did all of the, you even draw out the convolution. That's good. So basically, if you draw the convolution, this one will help you if you do the calculation wrong. Okay, so I know that, oh, okay, student actually understood this, but just that the calculation integration might be wrong due to the integration. So roughly what I see is that the answer for what Lee answer is correct. Okay, from a starting point, okay, he identified which one is the easy signal, and then he's going to shift that easier signal, which is the rectangular signal there, and then he shift it. He start from the where the value yt does not overlap. Okay, means that 0 value for t. What value? It's 0. So he started non-zero and shift it until it start to go to 0 again. So from there, he get the value of each point. Okay, so he has the value from minus 2, then you get -2 is 0, up until at t equal to 6 is 0. Okay, did you did a quick check early? The quick check that I explained in class.
Wait, check.
Remember, the quick check is the length of H1 plus length of H2 equivalent yn length.
I
So
didn't
if-
do it.
Okay, it is not compulsory, but you can actually add that to confirm that the length is correct. Okay, but if you
Okay.
didn't do it, no problem. Okay, so basically, what other student get? Maybe you get the same signal like Lee, but some student get signal is being flipped. Macam tu je. It's being flipped. Sometimes the H1 signal is being flipped upward, and some of the signal H2 is being flipped downward, and some of the signal is being shifted left and right. So all students get almost the same waveform, almost. Just that the value, the graph, the end graph that you got YT is different. Okay, okay, let's go to B. Question 2B. Alright, so you do this, you directly calculate it. Okay, you directly calculate it, congak-congak lah kot kan, directly from the graph there, and then you get the gain value is 57. Okay, so assuming that this is correct, then if the graph is correct, then you get full mark. Okay, so hopefully, that is one way, okay, to answer it. Okay, Lee, can you just stop sharing? I will share example of Lee, are you the presenter? If you're presenting, can you just make me presenter? Because okay,
Okay.
okay, I can share now. Okay, so let's look at this one. Is the solution for one set of question. Okay, so if for question 1 you get something like this. Okay, you have this one is different question from what Tang just got just now. So you have the shifting UN minus UN 4 plus blah, and so on. Okay, so how you can do the solution is you can do by parts lah. What I did is I differentiate it into two parts, part 1 and part 2. So for part 1, I call it part 1 first. This, and then I do the part 2. Okay, get the answer for this. Then I combine part 1 and part 2. So this one will be the answer for the question. Okay, and then next I'm doing shifting, time shifting. Okay, so for this is you have the time shifting and scaling and reversal. So we do the shifting, right? I say that right, and the scaling, expand it and reversal. So this is how we can do it. Okay, and result you should have this answer. This one is for A1, A2 is this one. We have the time shifting, we have the amplitude scaling, and we have the amplitude shifting. So you will get the final answer like this. Okay, like this. Okay, for plot odd and even signal, I did roughly like this. Okay, this one you will get the end result for the odd signal. Okay, so for question 2, this one is another example set of question where you have H1 is positive value of what we get just now, and then you have H2 is like this. So same what we did. First of all, what you need to do, as mentioned, if you see that there's a ramp, okay, in the signal. This is ramp A and B. You need to find out the equation for A and B first. Okay, then you start to do the convolution. So this question directly, you know, it's a convolution integral because it's a continuous time. Okay? So convolution integral. Okay? So how I did this, same like just now. I fixed the complex signal, which is H1. For this case, H1 is a complex signal. H1 fixed, and I'm going to shift the H2. Okay, so shift H2. Going to write out how I actually showed to you in class. Same thing. So shift H2. The one that is being shifted and has value is the one with value. Okay, I'm not going to give you the solution, but this, you know, this one is what you should have. Okay. Compare your answer with your friend, and you know that you will get the first answer correct. So for this case is that the non-available value is starting from -4. Okay, -4, -3, we have a value. So I integrate each of it. Okay, my case is that I do not draw like you can draw that, no worries. But if you think that you need to draw, you want to directly look at the side there, then draw it out so that you can see that it's overlapping, it's correct integration value for example -2 to -1, -1 to 2. Okay, so do the integration from -3 just now until, for this case I did until y equal to 3. Okay, then you get the logic. Right? For the question 2b is this. Okay, you have the question like this. So question is that if the input signal is given by T1, you have G1, G2, G1, G3, and G4 equal to 2, not YT. So what you need to do is that you have YT here, and you did find out what is the value of the HT just now. So you just need to determine what is X naught here. X naught. So X naught, I derive again and get what is the value. This one we have discussed in class, right? I already discussed in class, almost similar. So get the value. So you can label yourself what is the label for each one. So I'm going to label X. This is X1 output here. This is X2. This is X3. This is X5. This is X4. And so do that. X3 equal to X1 plus X2. Okay. This is step by step. Okay, so that you won't make mistake. Okay. If you skip this, like Lee just now, he directly skip everything. If it's correct, it's okay, no problem. But if it's not correct, then you will miss mark. You see the marks that is given. So you write this out, you get 1 mark. You write this next one, X5, get 1 mark. You write out X not X5 plus X4, you get 1 mark. And then total what value that you have. So you have X not equal to 7, it means that the gain is 7, the value is 7. So from here is that just multiply with the answer that you get previous answer. Then you plot it, you plot is 1 mark. So like Lee just now, assuming that the gain is correct, okay, he plot the one end and then he get the gain just now with on the if it's correct, then he can directly 5 marks. But if it's wrong, then I'm only going to give the 1 mark and also maybe a few of the solution, the step that he write out. Okay, but it will not be full. Okay, so this is where it's important to write out all the steps. All right, so I think that will be before that I'm going to share what does the quiz assignment look like. Just look at assignment. Okay, the assignment one. Okay, this one is one set. Some student will get different set. Okay, I'm going to list out who's going to get which set, and you're going to enter the student and get download that set. Okay, so the question is simple actually. Compared to previous student needed to use MATLAB to actually calculate everything, but for this time when we only use student to do only calculation. So the assignment one is cover chapter 3, Fourier coefficient. So you have this signal. So what you need to do is that from the signal, plot first what is the graph, and then find the Fourier coefficient. Okay. Question 2 is that you have a discrete period. You have given a value at 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. Okay, means that the rest of the value is 0. Okay, find the Fourier coefficient, draw magnitude, and phase spectrum of AQ. Okay, normally if you have at this point is that the amplitude is 1. So this is plotting for 3 and equal to 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. Okay, so I think it's a simple assignment. We have gone through the Fourier series and then we will be able to answer the question. Okay. Okay, let's look at I think we are going to end the class or we can. Okay, the class replacement I saw in the most of the students take on Saturday morning and Sunday morning, and we are going to do, we try to look first. Saturday morning we are going to have the class. Okay, class. Let me see. Class will be, this one is, can you see the calligram? This one, So class will be on, the first class will be on Saturday, 10 a.m. 10 to 12. We do 2 hours first. And based on that, I will update if we need to have class on Sunday? Most probably yes, but let's see. I think I need to take a break also during the weekend. So we meet tomorrow. Tomorrow we have class, and we have the next replacement class is on Saturday. Okay. And on the quiz just now, let's look at the quiz. Everybody answer the quiz because we need to decide. One student who answer no one. Is it Sulaiman? Sulaiman. Okay. So since Sulaiman cannot join, so we are going to if like that, then we are going to make the quiz on Saturday. Okay. Are you okay with that? Every student, all students, are you okay with that? Saturday, we do it during the replacement class. So Saturday class will based on chapter 1, quiz. Okay, open book lah. It won't be as difficult as what you are having for midterm. No, it's going to be a very simple quiz. Okay, so it's like an exercise, no? So don't worry much on that. So we do the quiz on Saturday. Okay, maybe at we have start by at 10. I'm not going to do everything at 10. We do it at maybe 11. Okay. Anything I will upload immediately. So before I end the class, please make sure that do the reflection of class. Okay. In week 11. And I was thinking, okay, do the student need, because any of the student here is from Safi, under Safi, Safi. Because I was informed that Safi, we have done the mentoring for student for a senior, a junior and senior student. Means that like a study group. Junior, the senior help the junior. Macam kohai senpai lah. So is it possible that do you need me to actually assign you guys to another student for group discussion? Or do you want me to actually have a tutorial, but I'm not going to give the tutorial, I'm going to just monitor the tutorial in breakout session. So you guys are being paired in a certain way lah. So I'm going to pair the good student with the least student so that you can discuss together. But the idea is that all students need to have mic, need to discuss, and you are able to share your screen. Okay, if not, this won't work. Okay, so can you just answer in the chat? Do you want a group? Do you want me to get to set up a group discussion or group session?
Assalamualaikum, Doktor.
Yes.
Okay, so my name is Muhammad Haikal. Okay, so basically for the mentor-mentee, we actually combine year 2 student with year 1 student.
Oh, okay. Year 2 and year 1.
Yeah,
There's
we
no
actually
pairing
like
year 4 and year 2, no.
no, this is year 2 and year 1. We are this is first time for the program, so we are just try out the program. So actually just year 2 and year 1. We haven't planned
Okay.
for year 3 and year 2 and also year 4 and so on.
Alright, so okay, thank you, Haikal. So if like that, then okay. Like my question just now, anyone who prefer me to set the group discussion, pair you guys between student. Do you want me to do that? Answer in the chat. Yes, pairing or no. Can you do that? Can I get an answer from student in chat? Very quickly, because we already passed 10. Very quickly. Only 2 students say yes. The rest, no answer. Yes. 3 students, yes. Okay, anyway, I think we don't have time. Okay, I will continue this discussion in Telegram. I will make like a voting. Do you want a pair or no pair? Then if those who want to pair, I will pair them up. But for those who say no, then I don't pair them up. Okay, so it's up to student. Those who answer will only be paired. Okay, I will make another group session later on, okay, for the discussion. Okay, that will be all. Thank you very much. Sorry to take your time. So hopefully all of you you would have before we leave the session. Any of the students here have complication, means that their family is affected due to the COVID. Maybe their family members are COVID positive, or yourself is being quarantined due to COVID positive. Any of you guys affected? Guys, ada tak? No. Okay. Lee, no. Yadi, no. Nawal, no. Okay. Hopefully no, So if no, then that's good. Just keep staying at home, Don't go out, Don't go out, stay at home, don't go anywhere during this lockdown, So I think hope for the best for all students. So see you guys tomorrow, So that's all. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.